Hello, it is Jason from Jagan Gamers, and it has been a while since I've last said that. And firstly, I'm going to take into this video, which is a squad builder. In the description, you can see why me and Badger haven't been videoing. It's mainly down to time and software. Well, now that it's the summer holidays, I think that we will be probably posting at least one of us daily. We've also been struggling with the editing software to edit the videos. The money that we have to spend, we spend it on the video and equipment, which isn't fantastic, but we also, we want a decent editing software without spending a bit. So I was looking about on videos and websites, and Sony Vegas Pro Pro 12 has a patch out. Now, I think a few videos for that have been deleted, so I will be doing one soon on how to get Sony Vegas Pro 12 for free. And I've got it. It's a great editing software. You might have to watch the odd tutorial video to get used to it. But it's a great editing software, for a newcomer on YouTube, which, as I could call myself, I am. So anyway, let's get straight into oh shit, you don't want to see that. Well, I presume that you've probably seen most of my team. That didn't really plan ahead, but let's just get on with it. So in goal, you probably saw, was an inform keeper. It is, in fact, Roman Weidenfeller, the first inform, with some great stats there. He's actually on the market on Xbox about 15k cheaper than the second inform, so I went for this one just because of the funds I had available. We go with the left back. It is the Inter Milan Uruguayan Alvaro Pereira, with 3-star skills and 3-star weak foot, some good pace, and a great defending stat, and a good heading stat, good passing stat, and dribbling stat. So he has everything for a defensive winger or even a wing back. So yeah, some great stats there. I have tried him though. He is weak, which is my only concern. But apart from that, he's brilliant. The first centre back is Hummels. Hummels is just a great FIFA centre back. His pace isn't great, but it isn't too terrible at the same time. For a centre back, that isn't bad. He can his defending and heading stats just one to none. His passing, he can just get an attack going. But he'll be alongside Santana. Great pace, obviously. I don't really need to explain Santana. The right back is Juan Fran. Now, I will be changing him. If you have a lot of money, this would still get you 99 or 100 chem. If you have a lot of money, then you could actually put Dani Alves in here because of Santana being Brazilian, and it would still give you 99 chem. But I don't have that. If this team, I've actually loved it so much, I probably will, buy a couple of pack openings and get Dani Alves. So anyway, Juan Fran, the defending stat is good, and so is the pace stat, but the dribbling stat is great as well. But he's not really been my cup of tea. He's okay, but he's just been struggling. And the centre midfielder in front of him is Xabi Alonso. Now, everyone says the pace isn't not everyone. The pace isn't great, but he is a defensive centre midfielder, just at his best. The dribbling, surprisingly, I think it should be higher for Alonso. His shooting is alright. It's fairly good for a centre midfielder, but again, I think that should be higher. His defending stat is a great stat, and the passing obviously is 88. Now, it's a weird one from now on. It's Zanetti who is my first centre midfielder. As a sort of he's a defensive centre midfielder, but he's got the pace. I wish I could put him there, but it wouldn't obviously give you 99 chem. But he goes there, it still works, it's still fine, or would it? No, it wouldn't. What am I thinking? But it still gives you it's still very effective there, so not a bad choice at all. And he lines up. I know what you're thinking. What the fuck? but I saw it. Surprisingly, there is loads of him on the market as centre mid, and for 6k, it just does the price of changing, which of the striker to the centre mid. He's actually a decent centre mid. You know, his stats, his defending stat is awful, but the other stats apart from that, it makes him a centre mid. To be fair, great dribbling, fairly decent passing for a striker, and the pace as well, obviously, and the shooting is fantastic as well. So it's surprisingly good for a centre back, for centre mid. Well, that's a bit too far. The left forward, Lavezzi, yeah, might have got a sent off, but that was because of EA bullshit in the previous game, which I will go on about after this episode. The right forward is Angel Di Maria. Oh, sorry, I didn't talk about Lavezzi. I don't know what. 4-star week for 4-star skill moves. At the start of FIFA, I saw him going for 25, 30k. Now going for 5k. You know, it's just the prices have gone mad since the start of the year. He is a great FIFA player. You can cut inside and do almost anything with this guy. His pace is fantastic. His dribbling is sensational. His shooting, it's just, again, I think, sensational. And what a player. And then we'll move on to Di Maria. The 4-star skill moves, he doesn't have the 4-star weak foot, but again, like Lavezzi, he has gone down significantly. At the start of FIFA, probably about 22k is how much you could be picking up Angel Di Maria for, but is now just under 10k. That's a 10k drop, which isn't as much as Lavezzi's drop, but it still is quite a significant drop. He has got 90 pace, fantastic dribbling, amazing passing, and great shooting, and without 4-star skill moves, well, he's still a great player. Now, you've probably seen who the striker is, and he is the most expensive player on the team, Aguero. He's played 4 games. We've played 4 games with this team, and he has scored 1 hat-trick and then 2 other goals in different games. That hat-trick was the 1 game that I lost, the other 3 that I won. He's got 4-star weak for 4-star skills. He is, for me, just the best striker on FIFA. Take Messi out of the equation, the best striker on FIFA. The pace is there, the dribbling is there, the shooting is there. They're the three stats you need for a striker. Alright? When you got a left forward and a right forward, they're the 3 stats that you need. Alright, the heading isn't good, which would always be a boost. But it doesn't matter, he somehow manages to score headers. With that heading stat, he somehow manages to do it, which is just sensational. So, there is the hybrid. And I'll talk about how it went. We won the first game, won the first 3 games, which actually got me. I was in Division 2, I hadn't been doing very well with my previous side, so I just decided to make this. I also beat Badger in a wager. It was for Marcelo. So I picked up that, and that's what got me this team, selling my team for about 100k, and then Marcelo sold for 20, so 120k. And obviously, winning promotion has got me the 12k because of the games that I played with it, and the 8k bonus that comes with promotion. So anyway, this team spurred me on to win Division 2 promotion. It got to the last day, just needing a point to get the champion to be champions. You know, after 15 minutes, I was expecting not to play the full 90 because I was 2-0 up, and I was just expecting the rage. I was dominating, and then kaboom! Lavezzi gets sent off. Now, I wish I could show it, but I wasn't really videoing the game. I didn't plan on it anyway. But it was one of those sending offs that you were like, really, you know. Imagine if we were in 2000, 10 years ago, 2003. Never. It's just a booking, even a free kick. It was a sort of tackle where the player was just bridged me, and he'd gone to stick a leg out to win the ball, and he tripped him up. He sort of followed through as well, sort of tripping up from behind as well. It was a weird one, and it was a free kick, yeah, but I was just disappointed with the red card. They then got it back to 2-2, Remarkably, I went 3-2 up, and then it was 3-3, and then again I went 4-3 up. They actually got an 88th minute to get it to 4-4, which would have still won me the title, and I got EA bullshitted as Roman Weidenfeller came out to catch the ball, and he was, they decide not to give handballs on the game online, but your goalkeeper can now apparently handle it outside the penalty area, which it didn't look like he did. They had the free kick. It was literally on the line. It should have been a penalty. Well, obviously it shouldn't have been because it was the goalkeeper who handled it. But it was that. It looked like it was in the box, and it took one deflection, and then it was put in by Di Maria for him. I think it was just always going to go in. But I got promotion. I took the 8k, but it could have easily been 10k, which was complete EA bullshit. And yeah, it was really disappointing. So anyway, enough about that rant. Hope you enjoyed this hybrid. There is going to be much more videos coming soon from both me and Badger. So this has been Jason from J Gunner Gamers. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.